Hi guys, so today we are going to solve some questions of time, speed and distance. First question says, two vehicles simultaneously leave point A and B at 120 km per hour and 130 km per hour towards each other. By the time they meet, one of them has traveled 40 meters more than the other. Find the distance between points A and B. Try to understand which one is the faster vehicle. So B is the faster vehicle, hence B would travel 40 meters more than A. We don't know the distance over here, we just have the speed. So let us assume the distance traveled by A as D. If the distance traveled by A as D, B has traveled 40 meters more than that of A, hence distance traveled by B would be D plus 40. Both the vehicles travel for the same time, hence over here the time is constant. So speed is directly proportional to distance. So formula to this is SA upon SB is equal to DA upon DB. After substituting the values, we'll get this. And now by solving using the method of cross multiplication, we'll get the value of D as 480 meters. Now if D is 480, D plus 40 would be 520 and the total distance will be 1000 meters. Option 1 kilometer is the answer. Moving to the next question. Now you can also solve this question by using ratio. So ratio of speeds is 12 is to 13. This means one part is equal to 40 meters because one of the vehicles have traveled 40 meters more than the other. Hence the difference is one part, so that is equal to 40 meters. Total distance is of 25 parts. So if one part is equal to 40, 25 parts would be equal to 1000. That's it. Second question. Two vehicles having speeds of 30 km per hour and 45 km per hour cover a certain distance. One of them takes 10 minutes more than the other to travel the distance. Find the time taken by the slower vehicle to cover that distance. Slower vehicle would be 30 km per hour 1. So let us assume that the faster vehicle takes T minutes. According to the question, we can say that the slower vehicle would take T plus 10 minutes. Both vehicles travel the same distance, hence distance is constant. The speed is inversely proportional to time. The formula is S1 by S2 is equal to T2 upon T1. Substituting the values will give us this. And now, by using the method of cross multiplication, we'll get the value of T as 20 minutes. So if T is equal to 20 minutes, T plus 10 would be 30 minutes and the answer is 30 minutes. Moving to the next question. This question can also be solved by using a ratio method. So ratio of speeds is 2 is to 3. One part is the difference and that is equal to 10 minutes because they have said that one vehicle takes 10 minutes more. So if one part is equal to 10 minutes, two parts would be 20, three parts would be 30. Three parts one is the slower one, hence 30 is the answer. A cat is inside a tunnel at a length of 3/8 the length of the tunnel from entrance A of the tunnel. The exit of the tunnel is B. A train is approaching the tunnel towards end A. If the cat runs in the direction of the train, it meets the train at entrance A. On the other hand, if it runs in the opposite direction, it meets the train at entrance B. Find the ratio of speeds of the train and the cat. Now, length of the tunnel is L. We don't know the actual length. So cat will stand at 3/8 of L. Now a train is approaching the tunnel. So when the train is at point A, the cat also reaches at point A. When cat runs towards point B, the train also reaches point B at the same time. So let us assume the length of the tunnel as 8. As it's 3/8 of 8, it becomes very easy. So assume such a value that will give you less calculations. So if I assume the length of the tunnel as 8, the distance of cat from A would be 3. This means cat requires 3 to reach A. Similarly, the train will also require 3 to reach A because train and the cat meet at the entrance. If cat requires 3 meters to reach A, train will also require 3 meters to reach A. Now, cat is running towards point B. So, cat will run for first 3 meters and then at the same time, the train would reach at point A. That means cat has total covered 6 meters. Now, cat just needs to cover 2 meters more to reach point B and train needs to cover the entire 8 meters to reach point B. Hence, the ratio would be 4:1. That is, it would be 8:2. 8:2 is 4:1. Hence, 4:1 is the answer. Moving to the next question. A person covers three different stretches of same length at speeds of 40 km per hour, 50 km per hour, and 60 km per hour, respectively. What is his average speed for the entire journey? Now we know that the distance is same. That is, the stretches are of same length. So let us assume those stretches of same length as d. So d kilometer at 40 km per hour, d kilometer at 50 km per hour, d kilometer at 60 km per hour. Average speed is total distance upon total time. Total distance is d plus d plus d. We don't have time, but we know that time is equal to distance upon speed. So by applying that, we'll get this. This will become 3d, and now take d common from the denominator. If you take d common, d and d will get cancelled, and we'll be left with 3 upon 1 by 40 plus 1 by 50 plus 1 by 60. Now, the concept behind this is, if the distance is constant, then average speed is the harmonic mean of the speeds. If you observe, this is a formula of harmonic mean, which is used over here. So after solving this, we'll get the answer as 1800 upon 37 kilometers per hour. So 1800 upon 37 kilometers per hour is the answer. That is option 5. Moving to the next question. A person covers a particular journey at three different speeds: 40 km per hour, 50 km per hour, and 60 km per hour, each for equal intervals of time. What is his average speed for the entire journey? Now the time is same. So let us take it as T hours, T hours, and T hours. The formula of average speed is total distance upon total time. Now we don't have the distance, but we know that distance is equal to speed into time. So the distance would be 40t, 50t, 60t. Time would be t plus t plus t. This will give us 3t. After taking t common from the numerator, we can cancel out t and we'll get this. Now this exactly looks like average. So what can we say about it? We can say that if time interval is constant, average speed is the arithmetic mean of the speeds. Solving this will give us 150 by 3, that is 50 km per hour. Moving to the next question. Train A leaves from Mumbai at the speed of 10 meters per second. At the same time, train B leaves from Pune at the speed of 15 meters per second. They meet each other at point C. After they meet, train B takes 40 seconds to reach Mumbai. How much time train A takes to reach Pune from point C? So this is a track. S1 leaves from Mumbai, S2 leaves from Pune. They meet at point C. Now we know that the time is constant. So let us assume distance from Mumbai to C as D1 and distance from C to Pune as D2. As time is constant, we can apply the formula, that is S1 by S2 is equal to D1 by D2. Now from C to Pune, S1 would take, the distance would be D2 into S1 into T1. S1 would take T1 as the time, S1 is the speed. So distance is equal to S1 into T1. Similarly, from C to Mumbai, distance would be D1 is equal to S2 into T2. Now substituting the values, we'll get this, and after solving this, we'll get S1 square upon S2 square is equal to T2 upon T1. Now put in the values, that would be 10 square upon 15 square is equal to 40 upon T1. After solving, we'll get T1 as 90 seconds. Hence 90 seconds is the answer. Moving to the next question. Jasi travels from Gulmohar to St. Martins at a distance of 60 kilometers at 10 km per hour. Starting at 12 noon, Pooja leaves St. Martins at 2 p.m. at 8 km per hour to go to Gulmohar house. When do they meet? Now, the distance between Gulmohar and St. Martins is 60 kilometers. Jasi starts at 12 noon with the speed of 11 km per hour. So by the time it's 2, Jasi would cover 22 kilometers because her speed is 11 kilometers per hour. So in 2 hours, she would cover 22 kilometers. Now, at the same time, she leaves at 8 kilometer per hour speed from St. Martins to Gulmohar. We have to find the time taken to meet. Now the separation between the two is 38 kilometers. We have their speed, so in what time will they meet? Apply the concept, time is equal to separation upon relative speed. They are moving in opposite direction, hence the speed would be added. So it would be 38 upon 90, that is 2 hours. So both of them will meet in 2 hours. 2 hours from 2 we'll count. So 2 hours from 2 is 4 p.m. hence they'll meet at 4 p.m. Moving to the next question. Sham and Vyom walk up an escalator. The escalator moves at a constant speed. Sham takes 3 steps for every 2 of Vyom's steps. Sham gets to the top of the escalator after having taken 25 steps, while Vyom, because his slower pace lets the escalator do a little more of the work, takes only 20 steps to reach the top. If the escalator were turned off, how many steps would they have to walk up? Now, number of steps in the escalator is equal to steps climbed by the man plus steps taken by the escalator in the same day. Sham also takes the steps. So Sham takes 25 steps. We don't know at the same time how many steps does escalator take, hence we'll assume it as E. So the number of steps in the escalator would be 25 plus E. Time taken, let us assume it as 25 seconds. At the same time, Vyom takes 20 steps. We don't know the steps of the escalator. But if we have this, we can definitely apply the ratio. So the ratio of Sham to Vyom is 3 is to 2. Why 3 is to 2? Because these are the steps taken in the same time. Hence it's 3 is to 2. So if 2 is equivalent to 20 steps, 3 would be equivalent to how many? So 30 steps. Hence We know that Shyam climbs 25 steps in 25 seconds. According to this condition, we can say that Vyom travels 20 steps in 30 seconds because the pace of Vyom is slower. Hence, he travels in 30 seconds. Now, 25 plus E is what we have the time taken as the time taken. So if E is the time taken by Shyam, E is the steps taken by escalator in case of Shyam. In case of Vyom, it is going to be 6 upon 5 E. Why 6 upon 5? Because it's 30 upon 25. Hence, it is going to be 6 upon 5 of E. Because in case of Vyom, the escalator would take more steps as the pace of Vyom is slower. Now, we have the number of steps in the escalator, that is 25 plus E is equal to 20 plus 6 by 5E. Solving this will give us the value of E. So E is equal to 25. So Shyam, in case of Shyam, steps taken by the escalator in the same time is 25, and in case of Vyom, it's 30. Number of steps in the escalator is equal to 50 steps. Hence option 2, 50 is the answer. Moving to the next question. A train crosses a man traveling in another train in the opposite direction in 8 seconds. However, the train requires 25 seconds to cross the same man if the trains are traveling in the same direction. If the length of the first train in 200 meters and that of the train in which man is sitting is 160 meters, find the speed of the first train. Understand one thing over here. The train is going to cross a man. A train is not crossing another train. So we have to work accordingly. Now, man is an object of negligible width. So remember this. According to the formula that we have learned, we can say that length of train upon relative speed would be equal to 8. Because when they are moving in opposite direction, a train takes 8 seconds to cross a man. Distance would be length of the train only. So this is the equation that we will get. Similarly, second case says if they move in same direction, the train takes 25 seconds to cross. Hence, this will be the new equation that we have. It is not equal to 8, it is equal to 25. Now we have the two equations, so we will solve these two equations. After solving these two equations, plus st2 and minus st2 will get cancelled, and we will get st1 as 16.5 meter seconds. Hence option 5 is the answer. Moving to the next question. Two boats start traveling from the same point in a stream, one upstream and one downstream. They travel at their individual uniform speeds, which need not be the same. After 4 hours, they reverse their directions and now travel towards each other. From now onwards, in how much time will they meet? It's a question based on boats and stream concept. Now, distance traveled in 4 hours would be, so we know that distance is equal to speed into time. So, they're traveling for 4 hours, hence time is going to be 4 in each case. One boat is traveling downstream and the other boat is traveling upstream. So we have to take the cases accordingly. So it would be 4 into SB1, B1 is boat 1, plus SS. SS is speed of the stream. In downstream condition, we have to add speed of the boat and speed of the stream. Plus 4 into SB2 minus SS. This is an upstream condition. After solving this, we'll get 4 into SB1 plus SB2, as SS will get cancelled because it is plus SS and minus SS. After they reverse the directions, the boat which was traveling downstream will now travel upstream, and the boat which was traveling upstream will now travel downstream. Hence it is going to be T into SB1 minus SS plus T into SB2 plus SS. We don't know the time, hence we assume it as T. After solving this, we'll get T into SB1 plus SB2. Again, minus SS plus SS will get cancelled. If you observe, both are same. So we can say that 4SB1 plus SB2 is equal to T into SB1 plus SB2. Hence, further we can say that the value of T is equal to 4 hours. Option 1, that is 4 hours, is the answer. Thank you.